Good morning, it's Harvey Jackson. Just going to get into one of the top news items. It's actually something I talked about a couple of days ago that it was going to get released. Sure enough, here we are. The EPA said in a press release the endangered finding had been relied on as, which was an incorrect interpretation of the federal clean air laws meant to protect Americans from pollutants that do harm through local and regional exposure, not through warming of the global or climate. Um, so one of Trump's key platform agendas is to get, and talk about the climate change hoax. And here he is. He's making some changes with the regulations, and it's going to result in obviously a fair bit of savings in just manufacturing of the vehicles without all those standards for sure. U.S. CPI is due to come out, and there's some um, modest inflation cooling is expected, so not much changes to the CPI itself, and uh, expecting food and fuel to have come down somewhat. So that might actually change the Fed's, um, whether they have to do anything with interest rates. So we'll have to wait and see for that report. India is expected to approve to get some wheat exports and some sugar exports happening. So obviously a big crop there as well, and they might be exporting at some point here. Here's it came from left field. It was on X, and last year we could see we had this pullback, um, and we're currently on this pace here, going up. Now it's not just last year that we had that pullback as well. You can see you had a pullback in 2019 as well, when we had a huge carryout. So um, just you don't always keep just going up like it showed in that on average keep going up. So big carryouts change the market for sure. Conab released some of their data. They moved the yields back down to 177 on the soybean production. So that's notable. And a couple of days ago, the WASDE actually moved it up. So snow in the west, and you can see there, even in the provinces, they're going to get some. You can see there's a bit of a bullseye here. We're going to get some snow, and here's just another view of that as well. It looks like progressing of harvest will happen in a lot of parts of Brazil, and the moisture is showing up in parts of the Argentina as well. Canola is down 5. Rapeseed is down only $1.25. Soybean oil is down 68 cent or 0.68 of a cent. Palm oil slightly up. Crude oil is down half a dollar per barrel at 62.36. Soybeans are down 5.5 cents at 11.31. And your wheats are down. Spring wheat is down a penny and a quarter, and your hard winter is down 3 3/4, and Chicago wheat is down 3 1/4. So you can see here this 200-day moving average is basically put a lid on, and we had that same scenario happening back here as well. So are we going to pause and then break up higher, or are we going to break down lower? That's the question. But when you see this oversold position for this long, it's going to make it very difficult to say that you can stay there for that long. Like you're here, length of growing, but then you have to break down at some point, right? So just normal chart fundamentals. Here's the weekly, and I just did the measurement of the retracement values here, and then overall since June, and the same value. So we're right in that, approaching that 50% retracement here as we speak. Here's your November canola, and same idea. We're leg up. For how long is the question? It's been quite some time and oversold. Soybeans, nice soybean oil. It's showing a little bit of red here, but it's beat these values that we had last June, July for sure. And here's your weekly chart showing the same thing. Soybean futures, red today, but nice run up here. Still not at those values that we were back in November. And here's just your November showing the exact same thing. Nice run up here. Crude oil crude palm oil. A little bit green on the screen here today, but this decreasing price with the soybean oil going up has been making it those countries that are value shoppers like China and India uh, putting this back into favor for sure. Crude oil, a big down day yesterday, a little bit of risk off on possibly the Iran talks, but there's still some plenty supply it seems in the world. So if that tension can be taken away, you'll see these prices continue to leak lower. Canadian dollar leaking lower along with crude oil. And here's your gold, um, still at quite high values, just shy of the $5,000 an ounce. Your silver is kind of bouncing around here between 80 and 70 at the moment, and that takes us back to the previous time there, and then we had that big run up to $120. Quick look at wheat. When you look at this, you definitely don't see it breaking out. It did have a nice green day yesterday, and now we're pulling back just slightly. But we are nowhere close to this 200-day moving average. And when you look at the Kansas, we are trying to get above it, and the same thing with Chicago. And then you look at the French milling wheat, we're nowhere close to it either. So who are we going to follow, I guess, is the question. Corn futures, this area of what was support now seems to be resistance here. That's all I have for you.